What's up? Man, oh man, oh man. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. These oh, trust me, it's video game related. It's video game related. This is why I don't have a new generation video game console. You know what I'm saying? The best of the best. But let me tell you something. Xbox is in trouble. Okay? Xbox is in trouble. Nintendo's in trouble. Sony's in trouble. Why? Obviously, AAA games that they're making on every console is beyond crap. They're raising the price on the systems, the games. It's just everything they could put their hands on, man. It's like the guy that touches gold and like he just have the golden touch. Well, everything they touch, it ain't gold, bro. Everything just turned to piss and shit. And I'm sorry I have to cuss, but I'm like beyond pissed off. This is why I download indie games and play indie games. See what I'm saying? So like the games that you see on the gameplays that you see on my channel. Not the old retro ones I played, like back in the days, but the other games that I'm playing. Like I did Iron Meat and what's the name of that damn game again? Hold on. Cause I think I forgot the name of it already. Jeez Louise. How the hell did I forget? Spectacular Sparky. I did 2 parts of those games and I beaten them. And those are indie games. Those are fun. Okay? Those are fun to play. But the AAA games, what the hell is going on? What in the actual hell is going on with the video game companies? See what I'm saying? They're not doing too well. They're not doing too well in that department. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because over the years I've played a lot of video games in my time. Growing up as a kid, going to the arcades, and I just enjoyed playing those games at the arcades. Hell, even the games back then on home consoles like NES, Genesis, Master System. Even though Master System wasn't a big success, but it was a success in Europe. Then after that, the Genesis throughout the late 80s. And then the 90s came, the Super Nintendo. And then after that I think it was PlayStation after that. It's Nintendo 64. This was the mid-90s, by the way. Sega Saturn, which even though that was a hit in Japan, but it wasn't a hit all over the world. It wasn't hit everywhere else, especially America. It was a commercial failure. And also, I ain't gonna lie to you. Even though them consoles had like some success, PlayStation had a big success. It sold millions. And this is the reason why I love that era. Because back then, those games was fun. And those were AAA titles. Back then, it never had like indie titles or none of that. It was AAA games back then. Even though it had some good games, it also had some bad games back then too. But it's not like astronomical like what we have right now, which is ridiculous. See what I'm saying? And them times was fun as hell. And yeah, I apologize. My hair, I had to take my hair out. My hair's a mess. But anyways, back then was fun. Not like today. Today is just, I don't know what the hell's going on. Now, Xbox is in shambles. Laid off over 9,000 employees. Get it? 9,000 employees. So that's not looking good for Xbox. Nintendo, on the other hand, are jacking up the prices. Are you serious, Nintendo? $80 for your AAA games, bruh? And then on top of that, you're bringing games off the first Switch and putting it on the 2 and then charging that overpriced. Why would you? See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? I don't understand why they're doing this. I hope that Microsoft, Xbox get their ass in gear, because that division is going to shut down. There's going to be only 2 consoles in competition. Only 2. PlayStation and the Switch 2. Those will be only 2 be in the competition. Xbox will be out if they don't get their ass in gear. They laid off over 9,000 employees, which is astronomically disastrous. Not only that, they canceled the new Perfect Dark game, and I was anticipating on wanting to play that because obviously, but it's no point of me getting an Xbox now because of what's happening with them, and I'm just stick to my PC. Yeah, that's YouTube. I don't know why I keep saying verified, but you get the gist of it. I'm gonna just stick to PC gaming. You see what I'm saying? And I don't see myself getting any other. I'm not getting any consoles no time soon, to be honest with you. If I do get a console, I'll probably get an old Switch. Yes, a Switch. And yes, a modified Switch. Because I'm not doing no online. Hell no. I'm not doing no online shit. Fuck that. Nope. Out of the question. Just a second. Online with Switch 2 and 1? Nah. Not for me, bro. I'm old school. I'd rather sit around and buy I'll probably get let me see. Where is it at? I'll probably get three more of these and hook them up. 3 more of these. Hook them up. And we're gonna do it old school back in them days. Hook up 007 on the computer and have 4 of these hooked up. And play some 007 like we do back in the days. Not all this online BS. You know what I'm saying? But the AAA companies, they need to get it right. Get it right, man. Get it right. I could understand you bringing back my classics and remastered in HD format, but I'm old school, man. That's why that's why I emulate most of my games that I do on my gameplays. See what I'm saying? I emulate most of my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask where I got the games and stuff from, because for legal reasons. Legal reasons. Okay? So I'm not gonna share that information. That information is strictly for me and only me to know about. But as I said, these video game companies need to get it together. Otherwise, they're gonna be bleeding money, and on top of that, they're gonna be losing fan base. Sony lost me, because after the PlayStation 3 and the 2 and the 1, I'm not getting a PS4. Hell, even a 5. As much as I like the 5, The graphics look nice on the 5, but it's not for me. I'm too old for that. Even though I'm 38. Yes, I'm 38, but to me is that's for them younger cats, man. I'm an old timer. I'm an OG. I ain't got time for all that new graphic fangled BS. I don't got time for that, man. I'm too old for that shit, man. See what I'm saying? I'm sticking to my old. I'm sticking to my days. That's why I play most of the old school on my channel. On my, you see all my videos. It's old school shit I got. Yes, I'll play some new indie games. I'll play most of the indie games that I'm familiar. I could play and enjoy myself with. But all this other shit, nah, bro. Nah. Also, I want to thank those who subscribe to my channel. I appreciate that. If you're not subscribed to the channel, take the opportunity to check out my channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to grow as a content creator of, you know, playing these old school games and classic games for everybody to enjoy, those who remember it. Don't forget, you could like the video, you could subscribe to the channel, leave comments below. Tell me what you remember of the games that I played. If you know, just like me, and some of y'all don't know most of the games I played or whatever, some of y'all probably remember it just like me, because I'm old school with it. You know what I'm saying? But that's beyond the point. My point is this. These video game companies are going to be losing revenue. They're going to be losing their fan base. And they're going to also lose the public. Okay? We've already lost a bunch of video game companies over the years. Midway was one of them. Midway was one of my favorites for their classic arcade games and their good home consoles. Hudson Soft was another one. SNK was another one, especially for the Metal Slug series. I did Metal Slug 3 on my channel. You can check it out. What else, man? Because there was a lot of video game companies that went and gone. THQ was another one that made the Saints Row series. Rest in peace. Saints Row 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Not the new one. The new one was made by 2K. And it was garbage. Man, there was a lot of video game companies went and gone, man. I can't. But those are the companies I grew up with over the years. I think Konami's gonna be the next one to leave because they haven't been getting a good reputation after Kojima left the company. And to be honest, Kojima, yo, that's a funny dude right there, man. He's a legend. He's a legend, but he's a funny dude. I don't know if y'all saw Death Stranding 2. I mean, I'll play the first one just to try it out. But I don't know if my laptop's gonna be able to run it. But I might have to check it out. But if these video game companies don't get their shit together, it's gonna be over for the video game industry. It's gonna end up like in 1984, 1983, the video game crash. Remember that? Because I surely remember the history. And even though I wasn't born at that time, I know the history. Video game companies back then didn't know what the hell they were doing. And just exaggerating and flooding the whole market with video games that were just unnecessary, boring, lame, lackluster, and stupid. And when people got so fed up, they took the whole industry down in Nevada and buried most of them ET games and all those other shit games in a landfill. And somebody was lucky enough in this generation to find that landfill and dug it up. And what they found was history. So big up to those who found that shit. Because boy, I tell you, video game companies back then didn't know what they doing. And they haven't learned from that mistake today. Today they haven't learned from that mistake. And this is why everything has fallen apart right now, especially with Microsoft Xbox. If Xbox doesn't get their act together, they're gonna lose a lot more, and it's gonna be over for Xbox. So that's my take on this whole situation. So I said enough. Make sure you like the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the videos and everything. And I pray and hope that there'll be some miracles, that the AAA titles will get back in its glory days, my days, the 90s, the late 80s and 90s. That's all I gotta say, man. It's your boy Big J, the OG gamer. Peace out.